In today's video, we're going to be showcasing what we ate here in Scandinavia. This is going to include street food and some food that we purchased at the supermarket.
Oh.
We're currently here in Norway, but we're going to take you with us as we explore Sweden and Denmark as well and taste our way through these countries.
We made a quick stop at a truck stop here and couldn't help pass up to get a waffle here for breakfast. We've seen these a lot of places that we've been visiting here in Norway. This one feels very crispy. They have some, she told me, sour cream. Yep, sour cream and jam. Should we give it a try? You want to take a bite? Tell me if it's crispy or not. Nice and crispy, crunchy. It's a fun sweet dough. It's not very sweet, just a little light. You want to put some jam on there? Cute. It's really nice jam, huh? Yeah. The strawberry jam is really nice, and I was surprised the sour cream on it was actually a really good combination. I'm used to having more like a whipped cream or maybe even like a cream cheese, but the sour cream and the jam combination was nice. We're here in the coastal town of Ålesund, about to have some fish and chips. This is probably one of the foods that I'm most excited about seeing. And like Willa said, ice cream. We got a milkshake as well because Risa's been wanting one for quite a while.
I want to.
You want some too? Okay. So we've got the fries coming along with our fish, and we got the honey mustard sauce, the mango curry, maybe just mango, and then the remoulade, which I'm very excited. And I think I take that back. I think it's actually an aioli sauce. This is a little corner side street food stall that's here in the very busy area here in Ålesund. There's definitely a line of people getting here. One thing about Ålesund is it is a cruise port stop, so there's a big Italian cruise ship that was here and lots of people coming in here from the cruise shop. But the smells are really strong and could not be more excited.
So reading a little bit about this, it is a family-owned business owned by two sisters here, and they have been selling fish here since 1999 and ice cream. And it does say on the sign, probably the best fish and chips in the world. So we'll definitely put that to the test and see. Oh man, Tanner missed it, but when I was in Ireland on a girls trip, I was pregnant with Willa. I did have the best fish and chips I've ever had there in Dublin. Amazing.
Are you ready for some French fries?
Oh my goodness. They're huge.
Fish.
This is cod. This is fish. And it looks amazing.
Alright, we got the large portion of the fish and chips, and there are 3 fairly large fillets of cod fish that it's in a home recipe of the batter.
And fat fries.
Time to dig in. Very nice. Wow. Very nice. Very oily. The fish, very soft and tender on the inside as well. It doesn't seem very like seasoned at all, but it seems like a very simple batter, which I really like. And so this is filling me up really well. Definitely mango curry. Not what you typically think with like fried fish, but I'm really digging that. This is the garlic aioli. This one was the remoulade. Yeah, quite a strong garlic flavor. And interestingly, probably the least favorite of the 3 sauces, which I think I was looking forward to that one the most. But still, all really fun to try. Glad that we got this here. It's really fun to be in the coast, looking over this little harbor, the colorful buildings. A fun environment to have it on a chilly day here in Ålesund.
Overall, the fish and chips were great. The shake, on the other hand, just don't buy a milkshake at this place. Let's be honest, it was a really small quantity, maybe like this, and then they put in like a liquid raspberry, and we paid extra for Oreo crumbs, and it was like a very thin layer of crumbs just on the top. Aside from that, take it from us, pass on the milkshake, get the large and the cod.
Well, all I can say is that this shopping spree was a little bit unexpected, but we're very excited because we've got some shrimp out of the scoop bucket section. Anyway, our dozen items that we have here just ran us over $50 US. So it was pricey, but we're in Norway. And honestly, we tried to do a really good job of like keeping it with things that we needed to add to our dishes. I guess with the exception of like the shrimp scampi, that wasn't really necessary. The cloudberry jam. But most everything else was honestly something that was going to add to existing meals that we already had planned. And it still is, yeah, pretty pricey.
Okay, so these are a traditional Norwegian soft bread. This is where it was founded here in Norway. I personally had never heard of these and was like trying to find where they were in the supermarket, but we found them. These ones are stuffed, so you can buy a lot of different variations of this with different fillings inside. But you also can buy them just plain, stacked up together in a bag. So first impressions, these remind me of a crepe. They're eaten savory, sweet. But what's really cool is that these are made out of flour, but also rice potato. So that's kind of cool, what makes it unique. And then butter and milk, some oil or like lard is used for it. So similar ingredients as a crepe, just added with that rice potatoes.
They are a little rolled up. This one I think it has a little bit of buttered cream on the inside as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was a little bit sweeter of a creamed butter on the middle than I was expecting, honestly. Yeah, almost like a sugared butter, cream cheese-ish texture or whatever I guess it tastes. But yeah, it's definitely like the savoriness from the potatoes and then the sweetness from the creamed butter. It's not bad. I think I was going to expect a little bit differently. I think I was going to like it a little bit more. But they're still fun to try.
Bums the Mums? That's a fun name. These are made in the Nidar, which is the brand there. Factory here in Norway, and it says a special foam mixture covered with light chocolate. That's what this website tells me. Let's see what it tastes like. They're bigger than this marshmallow bears we're kind of used to. A marshmallow, but like a very soft marshmallow. Fluffy, fun to try, but I'm not a huge marshmallow fan. But the chocolate's really good. It's definitely milk chocolate.
Smells delicious, baby.
It really does smell so good. It doesn't look that appetizing, but we've got the shrimp that Tanner so graciously peeled. And then we added some pecorino romano. Normally we use Parmesan cheese when we make like a white sauce, but this cheese doesn't melt the same that Parmesan cheese does. Regardless, we used the shrimp broth to kind of have as a base and then put some cream and some cheese, and it's gonna be really tasty. Not very thick because we don't have flour or anything, but it's gonna be nice. And I forgot to mention it, but of course we have some butter and garlic. A very healthy serving of garlic.
Tonight's dinner is leftovers from yesterday, and what do we have here?
Crunchy things.
Crunchy things. These are not crunchy, sweetie. These are like sardines, but they're herring. It's a type of fish. So these are a spicy herring fillet, King Oscar kippers, and then we have some mackerel in tomato sauce, and mackerel fillet, I should say, not like a ground up mackerel, and sardines in olive oil. I have been really excited to try these out, and our last grocery stop we decided to get some. Let's open up this first one. Pop, and oh, nice. These are little herring fillets. Yep. Smells like fish. Do you want to try some? Alrighty, here we go. Nice. Not too strong of a fish flavor. Like even the smell, like you could tell, being in here where I'm cooking like a few other things, you could smell it a little bit when you opened it up. Can you still smell it? But honestly, not that strong of a flavor. And I'm trying to get the spicy, like where the spiciness is. I would say almost quite like simple, but it's fun. It's a good flavor. Mackerel fillet and tomato sauce. I was trying to get a lot of them without tomato sauce because I'm not a huge tomato sauce fan with like fish, I think. But I haven't had it all that often, and they had a lot of them with tomato sauce. You can even buy like the individual packets. Try the red sauce first. Tell me what it is.
You can try it out.
There it is. I'm honestly impressed. Honestly, I thought the tomato sauce was going to be a little too overpowering, but I can still taste the mackerel itself. And, like it says there, it's like a nice fillet, and so it's not just like all completely ground up like you would find in a tuna can. Not really that fishy. This one is a little bit thicker and maybe a little bit more dense together. Really good though. I'm a fan. I'm excited for this. We had some sardines not too long ago. I did, at least.
Can I see?
Yep. These are smaller fish. Should I try one of these?
Mm-hmm. Can I see what them are like? Ooh.
Ooh. A little part.
I'm not used to those.
Maybe I'm not so much a fan of the olive oil one. Yeah, it's almost a little too much oily for me, and maybe even a little fishier.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey. Show them what we got. Some discount.
Alcohol. Chocolate milk.
Chocolate pudding.
It's the Piano brand. It's on clearance, baby. Old. This is thick. And it looks
Thick.
interesting.
You guys know how I am with pudding. Not a pudding person.
I'm a pudding person.
That is probably the least
I like it.
appetizing looking
I want to eat it. I want to eat it.
ever.
All right, go for it, Willa.
It is really, 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 really. It's really like, it's kind of chocolate.
That's right.
That
It
makes
is
sense.
chocolate pudding.
Are you trying it?
No, thank you.
This is a weird texture. I need to show. Maybe it's just because it's old, but it's like, it's hard to like mash together. Like it just kind of like
See?
breaks, which is the weirdest consistency.
It's really.
Not gonna lie, that's the worst pudding I've ever had. I wonder if it's just because it's like close to expired. It's the texture. Like the flavor's not bad. It's just like a really interesting texture. It doesn't clump together. It's not smooth. It's like very slimy in the mouth. As for flavor, it tastes like a really rich chocolate milk. Main takeaway, don't buy clearance items that are already expired. We'll take that one and roll with it for all the future times. We're gonna finish out the first part of the Norway items, and I think what we have left is this, and I don't even have to open it because I tried it. It's bomb.
They are really nice. Think of a Kit Kat, but like next level.
Elevated. The chocolate is much better.
Yeah.
Other than that, the wafer and like the layers are like almost exact.
I can tell the difference between the wafers, but the chocolate flavor was definitely.
And like maybe a thicker layer of chocolate. Like I think you get more chocolate on this. Okay, Willa, where are we at?
You know which one?
No way.
No, we're not. We're in Sweden. All I can say is that our taste buds have definitely been on a good experience today. We just finished up having lunch here at Sunsby, and we had some Swedish meatballs.
Ice cream.
We definitely got some ice cream, some sorbet, raspberry sorbet. We had Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes, cranberries, and sweet pickled cucumbers. Lingonberries, not cranberries. And then we had a plate of traditional pancakes, which are thin like crepes, what we'd call crepes, and with some really fresh cream. All of them were just really nice flavors. A really fun place to come here and eat. Beautiful day today. A fun atmosphere, like a little bit like older Swedish style restaurant that they have here.
We got some shrimp salad and are trying it for the first time. I saw it in Norway, wanted to try it there. Finally decided I'm just gonna buy it here in Sweden because it's everywhere. And the shrimp salad that we've got on the bread, the sandwiches at the different bakeries has been really fun. I tried it with some eggs on top and it was really good. And then, like a human jungle gym over here. And then I put it on this bread, which this bread is to die for, huh? Actually, we never had any, but we saw a Swedish mother grab one of these. Like it was just her everyday food, and so we said, we're gonna do what she's doing, and we're very happy we did because it's very soft, very fluffy. This one's sweet. I think that might maybe mean honey. I'm not for sure, but it's definitely got a sweet smell and a sweet taste to it. It's got like flour just on the top and the bottom. It's just like a really good pita bread. Is this what you put this on?
That's what I'm gonna put it on.
And then one of these tubes. It's really interesting. There's like a whole aisle of just like tube food. That's what I would call it because this is apparently bacon and cheese. And there was like a lot of other variations of it.
Bacon cheese. Give it a whirl here on this cracker. Nice healthy portion. Ooh, it does smell like bacon. As advertised, this definitely is a little bit like creamier than like the easy cheese that you can like buy in the tube in the States. I wouldn't consider that like real cheese. It definitely is like that fake cheese taste. But this is really good, creamy. Definitely has a bacon flavor on it, of course. Yeah, this is like really good.
To end out our Sweden supermarket items, we have
So we got these babies, and these are punchhurad. So sounds like punch rolls. But these, I believe, are marzipan inside, on the outside.
I believe, and I think they're green, kind of like the princess cake.
But they must be lucky because they have 4-leaf clovers on the outside.
I saw these at the bakery. They sell them at the supermarket, and I thought, why not try them?
Ooh, whoa. Is that food?
Oh, it's strong. Oh, that one dropped off.
I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I was not expecting that.
It's really, really strong.
Whoa. Is that the chocolate or the marzipan?
I don't know. Oh.
Almond extract.
I should have known what this smell that's alcohol.
Oh, it's rum?
This tastes like, I think the
liquor?
punch maybe is.
Punch?
They love their alcoholic treats because the other one.
It does smell like alcohol. That's really
That's
what it was.
what the smell was.
Which is funny because obviously for us, it's hard to really recognize the smell of it because we don't drink. Sugar, marzipan.
I don't really like it either.
Oh man, it's just...
If we liked alcohol, I could see why people would like this because it's not like it's terrible. It's such an acquired taste, and I have had alcohol a very limited amount of times in my life.
I actually really like wafers, and this kind of reminds me of like a nutty bar, or like a peanut butter chocolate nutty bar. And that's just from the outside.
I was gonna say, how do you even know? But the outside, hey, that's...
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, right? Crazy.
Oh, that's fun though. You don't... Oh, these are cool how they
You were
are
gonna
like
say
open.
cute, weren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna
just
say cute.
Oh, so cute. But I think I'm more excited for these. This is Keks. Yeah.
It's good. The chocolate's good.
Yeah, and the wafer is a really nice light wafer with the chocolate layered into it, so it's not just on the outside. But
Yeah.
fun, definitely better, especially since it doesn't smell like the liquor.
Open up that one. I'll open up this one. We're also going to be showcasing this one because this candy bar is from Sweden and it's all over. You can find it in all of the German supermarkets. Dame?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I
Sounds
should have
good.
looked, but it's very popular.
This reminds me of the exact flavors that we had of a granola bar when I grew up. A chocolate covered granola bar that had coconut inside.
Granola bar, aka candy bar in America.
Yeah.
This milk chocolate is so good. Do you like that? No.
No.
He doesn't like toffee, but it's a good bar. It, to me, is like an elevated Heath bar in the States. Thumbs up. We're not fans of black licorice. Come on.
No, I can't. Even the immediate flavor for me was like...
Much stronger than I'd prefer. We've now made it to Denmark, which we're really excited about. We went to a supermarket before we stopped here. Many?
Yeah, many, I think.
Actually, we think this is probably the most expensive supermarket in Denmark, but I did want to see it because they said that they had specialty items that you can't really find at other cheaper grocery stores. And while we were there, we got some chocolate milk.
It was really dark, but it was good. Like, the flavor is really good.
You want some?
You drink a lot.
Yeah.
Willa's having a hard time sharing. It's that good. I think it's good. We got the dark flavor here, and you could definitely see the color when you compare the normal to the dark one. This one is definitely rich, and it says it only has 3 ingredients. Milk, cocoa, and sugar. Shake it up because you could see the cocoa at the bottom, but it's really good.
We got ourselves a hot dog here in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and the lady really made this one look appetizing. It is a bacon wrapped hot dog. Honestly, we laugh because hot dogs are normally not like our first pick of things, but these look so good.
Second, third, fourth.
Or any of them, right? But honestly, this looked so good. French fried onions, ketchup, mustard, mayo, sweet pickles, and freshly diced onions. So excited here. I'm really glad we got the bacon one, and that it has lots of sauces on it and stuff, because it is still a fairly strong like hot dog flavor. A little bit stronger hot dog flavor than I usually care for, but the bacon as well. So nice, really fun. We've now finished our hot dog, and now we're ready to head on to our next food adventure, because you know us, we are foodies for sure. We switched off here. Noah and I are now team buddies for a few minutes, and we're gonna be heading over to a patisserie to get some delicious baked goods. This one has very high ratings. We ended up coming here to La Glace, which is actually, we came here to get the butter cookies, and then we found out that there's like a completely different section where you can get like all the assortment of the butter cookies, but we couldn't leave without getting a few things. We got a rhubarb eclair. Looks like it is filled with a white, maybe vanilla cream. Very nice. The flavor of the rhubarb is really good. It's mixed inside there with that white cream. And then it's obviously a very decorative eclair on top.
Oh my gosh, this is way bigger than I thought.
Hold yourself right way. She's gonna lose her. Help her. I was like, cookie dough, but I'm getting lemon. Nice combination, but wow, the cream is amazing. The jam is nice. Way too big though.
Denmark does ice cream the absolute best way I've ever seen. This is like a chocolate covered marshmallowy like ball. Do you want to try a bite? Yep. Looks like this when you take it off. To me it looks like chocolate covered marshmallow. Yeah. That's what I would describe it. And then there's this thing called like guff. It is so interesting. She scooped it out of a Haribo container actually, and it is unlike anything I've ever tried. Like marshmallow, but different. The bees really like it. Maybe we need to move inside. And then this one you have soft ice on top of 4 different kinds of like hard ice that she scooped out. So cool. If you saw yesterday, the other one we had the option to have fresh cream and jam, and then one of these on top. So there was an American versus this one. This is like the old-fashioned stuff. It's good. We have to eat in motion.
Sorry if you get stung, Riz.
I just don't want our baby to be stung.
Alright, well this morning we drove across the extremely long bridge from the other island from Zealand over here to Odense. And we decided that before we left we wanted to get some smørrebrød. So here we have 3 different open-faced sandwiches. We have a baked fish one, we have egg and shrimp and caviar, and then we have a Danish meatball with red cabbage on it. So they all look amazing. I'm gonna dive into this one, caviar and shrimp, and hope it doesn't fall over here. Some black caviar here. I don't know if I've ever really had caviar, so that'll be kind of fun too. And then there looks like there's a lemon slice here. It's honestly really nice. And the caviar, I didn't really get any flavor with them. I think more of it was just like a texture, but still really kind of fun. I love shrimp. We've taken full advantage of getting shrimp on this trip. Okay, next one up is just this simple fried fish fillet with some delicious looking sauce. Marissa says that I have to squeeze the lemon on it to try it. I like to try things without the lemon sometimes.
Well, all of them come with the
All of them come
lemon
with the citrus,
or orange.
yeah. Yep, so, alrighty. A nice fish fillet. A mustard mayo sauce.
And yes, we're filming this from our car. Well, I'm in the car because when you have a sleeping baby and a toddler who's occupied eating applesauce, you just make it work. This fish one's really good. Do you want a bite, Willa? It's a really fun mixture to have like this bread with like such a fit, like savory food like fish or seafood. I never would have paired them together, but it works and it's fun.
So this last one we have is a Danish meatball that's been sliced up, and it has some, probably a mayonnaise on the bottom. Has red cabbage, a little bit of these greens, and a cucumber and some sweet pickles, which I will be quickly taking off because I like dill pickles, not so much sweet pickles. The outside of the meatball has a nice harder layer, and then on the inside it's definitely more like a meatloaf texture on the inside. Meatball, not maybe quite meatloaf, but meatball of course, like it said. Probably my least favorite of the 3 open-faced sandwiches, but still really good flavors and fun to try.
You know what? You have grown up on this trip so much. Yes! We've stopped here to get some fish and chips. This place is really cool because there's a big assortment of fish. You can get them like steamed, smoked, or fried.
This is one portion of fish and chips, and it is huge. Risa requested fish and chips for our last meal, likely our last meal here in Denmark as we're making our way back to Germany. And this looks bomb.
I'm kind of chuckling to myself because Tanner was like, I probably won't have any, and I was like, well, I really want some, but now it came out and he's like salivating. Looks like I won't get it all to myself, which is good because I couldn't eat it all. This looks really, really, really good. Squeeze this lemon all over it.
Mom, add this too.
On your French fries? Good idea. Ooh, the fries, you can see the salt on them. They look really good too. Are the fries nice? Okay, here we go.
What is it? It tastes like...
That piece was mostly batter, so I'm going in for round 2. It's not a very flavorful batter in the fact of like seasonings. It's very simple. Not a huge fan of this sauce as I think there's some horseradish in there. Actually, the one in Norway was better, and the reason for that is because it's such a thin layer of fish here, and the one in Norway was like thick fish. Like it was a lot of fish. This one's mostly batter on this bite at least. There was 2 chocolate bars that I saw that I never had heard of. This one I'm excited about because it's nougat. This one's a Holly brand and it's the Tom's brand, which is very, very popular. Most of all of the candy bars there are.
Yeah, nice. It kind of gives like a Three Musketeers / Snickers vibe, but like and that's just because the nougat itself,
Like the texture.
the texture of it, right? Very nice.
That one's the most unique candy bar I feel like we've had in a long time. Okay, here's the hazelnut one. Looks like they're broken up hazelnut pieces, which does make a difference if they're whole or broken up. Kind of fun.
Like small Kit Kats.
Little
Skinny
bars.
gold bars, yeah.
It's a good chocolate, however, not the best chocolate.
I think it's still really good, and honestly, I do like that the flakes of the hazelnut are in there pretty well. I prefer like the Ritter Sport where they have like the full hazelnut one. Oops, gotta go.
There you guys have it. This concludes our very long
but adventurous and exciting food video that we had of Scandinavia. Trying a lot of the different foods has been exciting and fun, and it's like a very major part of why we love to travel.
If you haven't already, hit that like button and the subscribe button. Our daughter's calling. We'll see you on the next video, guys.